And we're live. I think we are anyway. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Oh, um, here we go. Maddie's already on about the vermin culls. So Maddie says he's going to dislike every one of my videos with the goldfish in them. And so it actually got me wondering. I went back and had a look at dislikes, and somebody actually does dislike every single video. I don't know if it's the same person, but there's one dislike on every single video that I looked at. Like literally only one. There's probably some with more than one, but every video that I checked had one dislike, and it was before Maddie made this comment. So I don't know who it is. Somebody obviously a little bit salty, maybe. I don't know, or somebody's just doing it as a joke. But I've never actually looked at it. It was just a bit of a conversation in a group chat I was in, and I guess I didn't look at it because I was worried there'd be more than one. But the fact that there was only one, believe it or not, I was actually happy. So, Maddie, you might be able to make that 2 on each video. Oh, Blake says he's finally able to watch it. This time last week, Blake was sinking beers at one of his mates' weddings. And props to me, I figured out how to put a video in my background. It's kind of pointless, really. You guys know before I used the green screen, I used to just put the camera in front of the tank and I used to sit in front of it. So now I'm still in front of the same tank, but it's by a green screen instead of actually sitting over there. Oh, the bloke that made me hold his flower horn for 3 months. Oh, Hayes going back in the videos. How long ago was that? That would have been 6 months ago. A lot of people won't even know what you're talking about there. My grow your wheelie video has like 50% dislikes. One thing that's interesting about Blake is you can always count on him for a bit of statistics on your channel. I'm really bad at looking at statistics, which is bad because you're meant to look at statistics and grow your channel accordingly. But Blake's always got the stats there ready for me, so I can learn via him instead of actually going to the YouTube studio. I can't remember what it was called. We'll just try search grow a willy. Turns out there's a lot of videos that are grow a willy. I just want on my channel, please. I'm sure you could probably find it quicker than me. If you, I don't want to. I just clicked play all on my own channel. Now, oh my god, I'm failing, guys. I'm failing. I should really just trust Blake and not fact check him. Anyway, while we're looking for this, let's say hello to everyone. G'day Blake, obviously. G'day Maddie. First comment. I don't know how to pronounce that. Is it Ead? I'm gonna fail at that. G'day Eel. G'day John. How are you? Aquarium Anonymous. That reminds me. I've got to send you the prize, don't I? I haven't sorted that out. My bad. G'day something not in English life. G'day Craig. I'm guessing what's not written in English is written in Russian. So hello to you in Russia. That's exciting. I love. Oh look, Blake's come here with the stats and the link. 16 dislikes. There we go. Yeah, I didn't. Oh, you can actually look at likes versus dislikes on all the videos. I didn't know you could do that. That's got to be like my least liked video because oh, this one's People didn't like flower horn eggs video. That's at 88%. How many dislikes is 88%? I can't even remember how to get to the dislikes details, maybe. I can only see the percentage, not the number. Boo earns. Analytics, that one. Let's press that button. Do you know what I love when I go into my analytics and I look at how many people watched the whole video? And it's like 40% of the people watch the video to the end. I don't know if that's a good stat, but I think that's pretty good because I find when I'm watching YouTube videos, I generally find it hard to stay on a video till the very end. So I think that's a pretty good stat. I can't find what I'm looking for. Anyway, that's not the topic of today. Today's topic, which was meant to be in the title, clearly I failed at titling this video. Today's topic is meant to be why I swapped the discus to goldfish. Well, I'm not going to lie, because it's controversial. G'day, Jesse. How are you? Oh, and did I say good day to you, Nathan? I think you're just the token in-house guest that you don't even get a hello anymore. I just expect you to be in the chat. I will admit, one of the key things about swapping discus to goldfish is just the title of the video. I sold my discus to get goldfish. I thought it would be hilarious, and I haven't really looked. I actually want that video. My plan was to spam Facebook a little bit with it, and it has got more views. It's got 220 views. 220 is what I was averaging last year, but this year my channel has slowed down a bit. But anyway, actually, I tell a lie. The channel hasn't slowed down. My views have dropped because I've been too lazy to share my videos on Facebook like I used to. So that is completely my bad. But I think 220 views, considering I haven't shared that video yet, I reckon that's pretty good for me. Hooked on fish. I was looking at some Arandas. Pretty much, which side is it on? The same as that boy there. Actually, slightly smaller, probably like 8 centimeters, and it was pet barn, but the price on a 8 centimeter or Aranda or Ranchu, the one without the head, was $158. So I think that is ridiculous. But anyway, on the goldfish subject about buying more, I've kind of still dodging the question of why I got them, but I'm not TikTok famous. I actually did a TikTok video just today, which is the first one in like 2 months. But what was my point? Oh yeah, we've got the goldfish hookups. Ryan from Korean Pet Central, the channel sponsor, is giving me his personal collection of goldfish. Not just the shop collection or what's for sale in the shop. He is actually giving me his goldfish. So we've got the hookups coming through. I just need to change the setting here a little bit. Oh, I almost disappeared. Maybe I need to do something. How's that? That's better. Ready? Gone. Back. Gone. Back. It's a fine line between me being with you and me being a ghost. I look like a ghost now. What did I do that for? I should have just left it. Something's not happy here, guys. I give up. You guys don't mind a bit of a shadow on the back of my shoulder there. You probably wouldn't have noticed it if I didn't say it. Yeah, so we're getting some goldfish. G'day, Tatorsdale. Who else? G'day, Chev. I was at the fish shop first time looking at gulls. There were some pretty cool ones. Yeah, all right. So I'll admit to this too. Even though it was only Pet Barn is not, like I told you guys in the other video. I'm not going to buy goldfish from chain stores just because I'm worried about disease and that. But on that subject, I don't know what the hell's going on, guys. I'm disappearing. On that subject, I was looking at the goldfish in the shop, and there was some really cool ones. Eel Haze, aquatics have always got some pretty nice goldfish. I'm just worried about the price tag that might come attached to them. But it definitely would be. I definitely want to go have a look at what they've got there. But I believe Korean Pet Central is going to be, as well as getting some adults off him, I think he's going to get me a bundle of smaller ones to grow out. Isn't that a funny statement? Because the same wholesalers who supply the chains also supply the locals. Yeah, that's probably true. But yesterday I walked into Pet Barn and there was 2 goldfish in the tank with white spot, and I know that if I walked into aquatics tomorrow, you wouldn't see any goldfish in their sale tanks that have white spot. So I'll just stick to buying from reputable stores. But yeah, I know. I definitely know that most of them come from the same wholesalers anyway. But who knows? I'm going to trust Ryan at Korean Pet Central. He reckons he's got some pretty good hookups for me. And also the other thing is, so like if I get some fish from Korean Pet Central and he brings them and he brings them over, and I pick them up directly from the store, I can get them straight in the bag so they don't even hit his tanks. Whereas if I'm buying from a chain store, they've got completely linked tanks, and the water and the fish have been shipped and then put into those tanks, which is another mix of different fish, and it's just more risk in my opinion. I'm not supporting chain stores at all. I do lie about that, but the only chain store I support is I buy a bit of Hikari when City Farmers has got it on special. Oh, Chef's saying my channel's the best. Thank you very much. Oh, I take a bow. Yeah, so the scale between video length and what people watch and what might make you go more viral and that. I used to try to keep my videos between 8 and 12 minutes, and then I just stopped. I don't know why. If I make a video, I want it to be entailing what I want to say, and if it doesn't fit in that time frame, then that's what happens. And that's pretty much every video because I love to have a good ramble. All right, so now we know where we're getting our goldfish on. Why the discus? Why are they gone? I touched on it briefly in the video the other day, but as you guys know, if you look in the tank, there's currently no plants. The 8 to 10 minutes was for ads. Oh yeah, that's also true. As you guys know, the guppy grass overtook my tank, and discus don't eat plants. So basically, you can actually see just there's actually still a bit of guppy grass just behind that goldfish. But most of the guppy grass is gone now because the goldfish have eaten it. So basically I was like, I think I want to get rid of the discus. The plants are gone, so there's no reason for me to keep keep fish that won't eat plants. The whole reason behind getting the discus was because I wanted to do a planted tank, and one of the main things was what fish can I put in with a planted tank. And I thought about rainbows, and I was actually going to do discus and rainbows, and then I decided to go all discus, and I had the neon blue acaras in, and then the neon blue acaras dominated the tank, and the discus just hid the whole time. And I actually took the breeding pair of neon blue acaras out, which I still have, guys. They're actually in a tank in the fish room. They haven't bred since I moved them, but hopefully they will breed again. But so once the neon blue acaras were gone, I had my discus, and they started coming out way more. They were out at the front. They ate out of my hand, and they were swimming around. And the whole time that they were hiding with the neon blue acara in, I was like, I'm just going to keep giving the discus a chance until they're more active. And then the few weeks that I had them with, it was probably over a month without the neon blue acara, and they were swimming around the front, doing the very slow swimming around like discus do. And when I saw them at their full potential was when I was like, oh, okay, discus aren't really for me. Kind of in the same way as a fish like frontosa aren't for me. They just don't move. Like, they move, but they don't move, if you know what I mean. Even like, as an example, like, look at the goldfish. They're constantly courting around the tank. But like the discus, they've got their spot, or they've got their side, and it's always the same discus in the same spots. And even when they did start to move to the front more, they would be sitting at the front, but they would be in the same position that they were from the back, but at the front. Like, they just didn't move around. And that's pretty much the only reason. Somebody messaged me saying like, oh yeah, I see that discus were too hard for you. That's not a point. I had a couple of discus that were stunted, which I culled, but I think the whole time, 12 months or so, I only lost like one discus, and it was only a little one. I never lost a discus that was over like 8 centimeters. So the difficulty wasn't a reason. It was just that they were so slow. And then we'll talk about the reason I chose goldfish after I read the comments, because I haven't read the comments for a very long time. Rumble is the rant winner. Hooked on fish, yes. You can have some guppy grass. I'll send you a little container or something. I still have it in a little tank, and it's going bananas. The tank doesn't even have a light on it. G'day Blake, how are you? Who else have I missed? Oh, Maddie says ask the chain stores to do a price match. That's an interesting one. Cichlid aquarium lovers, how much do I sell my flower horns for? Anywhere from I'll say $250 to $600, depending on the one. And the ones that are lower the quality than $250, I don't sell. I cull them. And what else on that subject? I will be selling 2 males for $100 each at the Perth Cichlid Society swap meet. So they would basically be discounted from $250 down to $100. Who's a bit of a jerk? I missed that conversation, Blake. Were you talking about me? Your wife thinks discus a bedroom fish. I don't know what way to take that. My wife is watching. I really read that the wrong way then. Chev's wife is watching Invisible Man with girlfriends. I'm not going to say how I read that, but you guys can kind of get the idea. All right. So why do we choose goldfish? A key thing. So this 4 foot that's in the house, I've got my fish room, right? And I sold my display tank a few years ago. So there was actually no fish tanks in the house. Now my wife, who wasn't my wife at the time, she was my partner. She was like, I miss having a tank inside the house. So I was like, well, if you want a tank inside the house, we'll get another one. And then when we got the tank, she was like, can I put goldfish in it? And I was like, no, don't be silly. Don't be silly. So then I put Africans in it, and she was disappointed that she didn't get to choose the fish that went in it. So then I took the Africans out and put discus and plants in it because she said that she wanted a planted tank. So, but then I kind of ruined the planted tank by ripping it all out to do the guppy grass. But neither of us were ever overly fond of the discus. So then I remember I keep seeing like the shadow of somebody walking behind me, and it's actually me walking in the pre-recording. So then I've always remembered, or she's always lightly mentioned getting goldfish. So I was like, oh, you know what? I'm going to surprise her and make it a goldfish tank. So that was a big contribution to it, to impress my wife by getting the fish that she really wants for the tank. And you got to remember, guys, happy wife, happy life. So that was a key factor. Also, another point was I've never owned goldfish, and I'm starting to get to the point in the hobby where anything I haven't owned is appealing to me. So I got goldfish. I don't know how it's going to go for the channel. I know I might get some new viewers, but I might get some people that won't want to watch videos about goldfish, which I fully understand. G'day, Craig. G'day times 5. Does that mean that I missed saying hello? Oh, yeah, I'm going back now. I actually saw the g'day times 5, and I didn't actually know what you meant by it. So, hi, Craig. How are you? You cooked up an 8-inch flower horn for dinner tonight. Depending on what country you're in, would let me decide whether I actually believe that statement or not. Yeah, Blake. So that's one takeaway I've had from the last week of owning goldfish is they sit at the bottom. Now this is a key problem for my tank because my tank is actually 4 foot by 2 foot by 2.5 foot tall. So it's a tall 4 foot, and there's no fish in the top 2/3 of the tank. So Melbourne, Australia, I don't believe that you had a flower horn for dinner. I just don't believe it. So I kind of need to figure out a top dweller to go with goldfish. The tank's at 24 degrees, so I could kind of think about putting a tropical fish with them. I was thinking about getting those little glass fish. I don't know the proper name of them. I could probably Google it. I'm pretty sure they're just called glass fish. I'm actually not very full bottle on the common tropical fish. No, glass fish isn't it? Glass fish isn't it? One of you guys in the chat might know. It's like a long, slender fish. They grow up to like 3 to 4 inches, and they look like clear, and they've just got a spine. But if you Google glass fish, it's a shorter fish, like a tetra. But the fish I'm thinking of is longer, like almost like a miniature ghost knife fish that's clear. That is a top dweller. Glass catfish. If I write cat at the front of this. Yeah, that's the one. I wonder if I could like maybe go some cooler water natives with them. I wonder if I just Google cold water top dweller. Oh, I've got some like Endler hybrids in the fish room. I accidentally got them. I didn't mean. Oh, I could put marble hatchets in there maybe. What do you reckon? Marble hatchets with goldfish? I've got no idea. Best tank mates for goldfish. Let's do research in a live stream. Why not? Platies? We don't want platies. White cloud minnows. Blake, send me some of your minnows. I'm actually not 100% sure if Blake still has white cloud minnows, but I would say so. Oh, wow. There's heaps of different barbs that can go with them. Oh, I might go black skirt tetras. I'm pretty sure black skirt tetras are predominantly top dwelling, hey? I feel like minnows won't be very top dwelling. There's like quite a few fish on here I didn't think would actually be good tank mates for goldfish. I might find it a bit hard putting different fish in there because barbs may shred the tails up. Oh, we don't want that. I think hatchets. I want something that will live in there with the goldfish, but it will kind of still look like a species only tank. So I think hatchets will keep that high that it almost looks like they don't ruin the feature of the tank, if you know what I mean. Yeah, Chev, I am keeping it at 24. The reason is because I've still got my Corys and bristlenose in there. It's actually at 28 because the awesome weather over here. I've got the air conditioner on, set at 24, but for some reason the tank is just sitting on 28. It was on 30. Maybe it might drop over a week or something. We'll see. After the stream, I might go have a look. It's funny, you look up hatchet fish, it comes up with a little axe, the mini axes. Yeah, I think I might go with hatchets. I don't know. We'll see. Oh yeah, nice Saratoga. Saratoga would jump out. The tank's got no lids either, guys. It's a lidless tank. Put it in with Richard. Richard's looking real nice, guys. I should show him in a video because he's really starting to pop. And my Thai Silk boy, his head is getting big. How much are marble hatchets, guys? Does anybody know a rough price? I'm pretty sure they're one of the more expensive hatchets. Yeah, Chev, his tank's sitting on 29 with no heaters. It's definitely a problem. I don't know how bad it is for fancy goldfish to sit on 28. I think it'll be alright. From what I've read, is it just shortens their lifespan a bit. Oh, really? Hatchets will be fish jerky. I can put lids on the tank, I guess. It doesn't really need to be lids off. I don't even remember why it is lids off. Just put my phone on mute. How many? 13 people watching. What do you reckon, guys? Do I need to change the day of the stream, or is there just less people interested in coming and see me? Because we used to get 20 to 30, and the last 3 streams have been 10 to 15. I'm not sure why. Maybe I need to come up with some hot topics or something. You've made a very valid point there, Blake. Top dwellers are always going to jump because they eat bugs and whatnot. I do 100% understand that and realize I should have made that conclusion before I thought about this. I've actually got the lids for the tank. I just don't know where they are. And I do own glass and a glass cutter. You guys have all seen it. I can cut the new lids. What's happening in the fish room? Not much, guys. Not much. One of my flower horns has got white spot again. I don't know why. I just don't know why. The only good thing is it hasn't infected the tank, so I was able to isolate the fish and treat it. I didn't really tell you guys on the channel, but I actually had a dose of white spot about 3 weeks ago, and another fish has got it again, and it's not even in the same rack. It's not even in the same tank. Sorry, so that's a bit frustrating. I'm kind of thinking about doing a half dosage of white spot treatment through all of my flower horn tanks. I've got enough of the chemical there to do it. I don't know if that could make the problem worse because the disease will become more immune to the medication, or whether it would have a positive effect. But yeah, the problem, yeah. Yeah, the problem with ick is like I've had like Africans have it and stuff, and it's just gone away. Like bump the heater and a bit of salt. It seems to hit the flower horns way harder, like super hard. And if you guys have been following the channel for a while, about 6 months ago, I lost like 12 boys to white spot, and ever since that, I've medicated straight away because I did that. I bumped the temp up and I salted to the tank, and next thing, I think 11 out of the 12 died, and so that changed my view on white spot. Ick. I'm just going to call it white spot because it's easier. Being a completely harmless disease, it went from being completely harmless to killing like $2,000 to $3,000 worth of my stock. So, well, actually, it killed more than that because then I treated for white spot, and the copper in the treatment killed 2 of my stingrays. You guys know that was a bad time. That's probably my second worst time in fish keeping. My worst time was when my trophies were all dying. But yeah, I do have a little bit of. I've got some sort of white spot thing going on, and it's only in the flower horns. It's in none of the Africans. But the problem this arises is the fish that I was going to take to the swap meet, I'm not taking to the swap meet anymore. I'm going to take males out of a different tank, which is kind of annoying because the tank that I'm going to take them out of to sell them is actually higher quality ones, but I'll still leave the same price tag on them, so it'd be kind of a win for whoever buys them. Phenomenal fish. We all know who is behind that name, don't we? Yeah, so I was actually looking. I'm gonna have to Google it again because I can't remember the names. But so you've got the googly eye pandas, which is, what are they? They're the panda moors. Do we have panda arandas in Australia? Because I wouldn't mind both. Is it? Yeah, aranda. I want them all. I want a mix. I want like the tricolor pandas. I know I'll probably be limited to what I can get, but one thing I like, and I don't know if you guys have noticed it in the koi pond, I really try and get a full variety, like so like no more than 2 of the same, really. In the pond, that rule's kind of broken with the kahaku. There's 4 kahakus in there, but yeah. So that's the plan with the goldfish tank. Just have like two of each color variant, or if they're the same color variant, like look very different patterns. If that makes sense. That's my idea, anyway. Chev's always done bear tanks. I think flower. Yeah, I definitely think flower horns get it. Even if they don't get it easier than most, it definitely hits them harder. I think bare bottom tanks are just better all around, every way you can think of. I was kind of thinking of taking the aqua soil out of the 4-foot and putting a thin layer of something in there, or either that or tiling the bottom. I haven't decided yet. If I tiled the bottom, it would just have to be loose tiles because I'm not emptying it to tile it. No. So Chev, you said you think the worst time with the flower horns is when I left the tap on. No, that wasn't the worst. It was close to it being around the same time, but wasn't it? It was like weeks after. The only thing that was better about when the tap was left on is the fish were younger and weren't as groomed. Whereas when I got the white spot through that tank, it was all boys that were ready to sell. But they're both catastrophic, and it's funny, they're both in the same tank, and they were both within 2 months of each other. It was a bad time. And it was frustrating. I had no flower horns to sell because I'd wiped them all out. And the market was booming, and then when I finally caught back up with fish to sell, the market had slowed down. But we're not going to drown on our sorrows because that's just fish keeping. Shit happens. I try not to get upset about it, because if I got upset about every time I lost a fish, it would be ridiculously upsetting. John says hatchets for $20 each. Oh, Nathan says yes, he thinks they're available. I'm guessing that is to the panda. Is it Aranda? There's Panda Ranchu too. We've got to get all the pandas. Oh, Blake. You really need to take that up with if you've bought 3 Epistos with a name on them. I'd be getting your money back, or at least naming. And if they don't give them your money back, name and shame them on Facebook, because that's one of the worst things that can happen in the hobby, is getting fish mixed up. I understand that it does happen, but the problem is if the person that you bought them off doesn't handle it well. I have personally made the mistake, and I've given somebody the wrong fish once. So when I gave them the wrong fish, I offered them like 3 or 4 of the correct fish to right the deal. So it does happen. I've done it. I'm sure pretty much every breeder has accidentally done it, but it's how you rectify the problem after it's been arisen. Yeah, well, Chev, I thought that white spot, one of the main things for white spot was big temperature shock, but my fish room is temperature controlled, and the water changes are only 2% at a time. So I can't blame it on temperature swings this time. Oh, hey John, you said archer fish is what he sells, not hatchets, but would archer fish be a better tank mate than hatchets for the goldfish? Archer fish is so cool. Alright, so what fish did I buy with Bitcoin? You guys can guess, can't you? It was a flower horn. Of course. Of course, of course. So this one's going to be a bit of a top secret breeding mission. Not top secret. I'll probably share it with the members, but the flower horn that I've bought is serious. Like serious. It'll step up my flower horn game. And I bought it when Bitcoin price was up, and then it crashed today, and I put some cash back into it, so I actually got the fish at like a 20% discount. Completely accidental. The reason I did Bitcoin is because I didn't want the guy to sell the fish. I wanted it there and then. I knew he had Bitcoin, and I was like, I can transfer you Bitcoin right now for the fish, or we hold the fish until I can get the bank to put some cash in to send to you. And he was like, I'll take Bitcoin. So I was like, done. And it is actually the future for money, because I just sent him Bitcoin there and then, like within seconds. Like if it was the banking, I'd have to wait 2 days for him to receive the money and all that jazz. So it was cool. I enjoyed the experience. And then I doubled down on buying Bitcoin. So I won. Have a look at pearl scale goldfish. No, but I can look. Oh wow, they're different. They look like a blowfish. Yeah, I guess we can add one of them to the list. The only one that I'm not sure I want to get, which I probably will end up getting, is like, you know, the googly eyes that have like the big water things on their eyes. I don't know what they're called. It's funny. I breed like flower horns with big ugly things on their head, and then I'm like, I don't want those ugly goldfish. Lion heads. Welcome to Rumble's Fish Room live stream, where I just constantly Google stuff that you guys can't see on the screen. I could screen share. I don't know how to do it. That one. Oh. Dum 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 dum. Now I can't see the comments. Put that one there. Sorry guys. Look at that. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Alright, so where'd you guys go? I lost you. That one. Alright, there we go. Is the lion head like the one that I've already got? Maybe. I don't know how to tell the difference. The bubbly eyed ones. Like that one there. Oh, you can't quite see it. That one. They look a bit ridiculous to me. Oh, it's cutting the face of that one off. That one there's nice. Not that you guys can see it. You've only got half the screen. What's that one there? That's a pet barn ad. I despise that store now. See, like, look at that. Looks ridiculous. I know it's pot calling and kettle black. Flowerhorn breeder saying that a goldfish looks ridiculous. I think my goldfish are just excited that they came out of a 40-litre fish tank and went into a 500-litre fish tank. I think that might be why they're excited and brave swimming up to the middle. It honestly doesn't look like there's many choices, eh? This is like a nice... hang on, let me move that over for you guys. How do I move it? That's like a nice assortment. I'm guessing they're like world grand champions or something. But, oh, it didn't move for you guys. Sorry. I'm not very good at this YouTube thing. You got to press that button. Alright, so those ones look pretty cool. That one with the big eyes kind of looks better there because it's not so transparent. Like it's actually got color, but it still does look ridiculous. I guess they all look ridiculous. We can't deny that, can we? I still don't reckon you can beat a nice red cap Oranda. Like the nice white body. Hey, there's a koi fish. Oh, no, it's not. Is it? No, it's a goldfish. I don't want any single tail goldfish. They're not welcome in my house. See, like, what are these ones? They're just like a... Some of them look pretty nice. I just said I'm not going a single tail, but that's a nice comment. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Oh, no. I lost my my tank loop. We might have to go with the red devil, guys. For some reason, I can't play the video. That's annoying. Where did it go? It's gone. You guys will just get to see the red devil on the jetty. Where's the comments? I need the comments. I haven't seen the comments for a good 2 minutes. Oh, you guys are all commenting the name of the goldfish while I'm aimlessly looking at them. Oh, so Nathan, you don't have the bubbly eye goldfish? Shabunkins swim around the tank. G'day, Life of Patty. I don't think I've said hello. What's a telescope goldfish? I'll quickly Google it. Oh, that's like the black googly eye ones. Is it Moors? Yeah, I want a few of them. That's what I meant by the black panda Moor. Calico telescopic butterfly goldfish. That one sounds cool. Put them in the pond where they belong. No, my pond is actually a goldfish free tank. I'm quite upset, guys. I'm upset that I lost my video. What if we try add it again? I don't even, there it is. No. Oh well. You guys just get the red devil in the background. He's a nice red devil. I've still got him. He's actually way bigger than that photo now. Most of your goldfish are in your kidney pond. It's actually been a while since I've watched your videos, Nathan. Last time I saw them, they were in a couple of fish tanks, and you were doing a live stream. And you had like a round tub with them in it as well, I think, from memory. But my memory does play tricks on me sometimes. So yeah, that's kind of the story behind my goldfish. And don't knock it until you've tried it, because I'm actually enjoying them, surprisingly. I don't know how permanent it'll be. No doubt with me, it'll change. The thing about the inside tank is it's a bit of an experimental tank. It's constantly changing. All the fish tanks in the fish room, they're made for breeding. They're bare bottom. The filtration is like visible. The inside tank is like my experiment tank where I like play with something that looks nice. You know what I mean? I'm gonna set up Matty D with a goldfish tank and make him own goldfish, and then he might change his mind. Maybe. Imagine that. In saying that, like, you guys know how much I love my koi, and they're basically all carp, so the koi are just as active as the goldfish. I think it's pretty fun. I actually, a couple of weeks ago, before I decided on a goldfish tank, I was actually considering on making it a Tropheus tank. I'm glad I didn't, because I don't really want Tropheus again. It was just like a rash idea, but that's kind of the reason I was thinking Tropheus is because of how active they are and how much they chill at the front. And that's what I was looking for with the display tank. Maddie says the background's better because we don't have to look at vermin culls. I don't know. I would almost go as far as saying that. Where's my finger? The red devils are vermin. So I don't actually really think we've upgraded in this situation, because the goldfish I could actually sell for money. A 35 centimeter red devil, I don't think I could sell that for money. I honestly think a goldfish would sell quicker than a red devil, at least an adult red devil. So interesting cross reference. It's quite interesting how, like, state to state the legalities of fish are different. Like, I remember, like, when I first got my koi pond and I put a photo on Aquarium Enthusiast Australia, and heaps of people were saying to me, like, delete the photo, koi are illegal and you're going to get in trouble. And I that was actually when I learned that koi are illegal over east, and I never even knew that. And because of how big the koi scene is in WA, I just presumed that it was same Australia-wide. Blake, money isn't everything. Yeah, I know money isn't everything. I was just using it as a reference to goldfish being better than red devils. One thing I've noticed is private sale. It's really hard to find goldfish over here. Fancy goldfish, that is. I don't know if it's the same over there, Nath, and that's why yours are selling quickly, because there's no competition or whatever. Then the other thing is, like, should I try breed them? I've got no idea about breeding goldfish, but I'm guessing it's like the koi where you use a mop and all that jazz. But it might be an idea for the future. Maybe, just maybe. We'll see. I do like to attempt to breed fish that I own. I was going to attempt to breed the discus, but I just couldn't. I didn't want to have to try and set up a second tank that was pH stable like their tank used to be. Oh, that's another thing. I've got to try sell my CO2 system. Or do I just keep it, guys? You know, I changed my mind more than I changed my underpants. So maybe I should just put the CO2 system in the back of the shed. So for anybody who doesn't actually know, that CO2 system is actually like 6 or 7 years old. I used to have a tank with CO2 on it, and then I packed it away. And then when I set the discus up, I didn't even have to buy the setup. I already had it in the back of the shed. Nath says it's all competition here. Does that mean that there's quite a lot available? I think that's what you mean by that. I just can't believe that City Barn's asking 158 or $148 for an 8 centimeter goldfish. I guess if I was buying from like a reputable breeder that has a name for themselves, I could understand that price. But a chain store with like, I would say average quality, they didn't look anything special. That seems like so much money. And yeah, that's all I'm going to say on that. But and also they had a display tank in the store, and it had Mabuna cichlids with a Texas cichlid as a display. Oh, someone called the council on you. They took photos and got an expert to identify them. It's actually funny you say that. Some of those goldfish, like, you can't actually pick the difference, but you just got to look for the two little whiskers that the koi have. That's how I identify them. But when I bought my koi, there was actually 3 goldfish in the lot because I bought someone that was shutting down their pond. And when I bought my koi, I was a complete novice. I had no idea about them, and it wasn't actually until someone pointed out that there was 3 goldfish in my pond, and I was like, I didn't know they were goldfish, and they were like 25 centimeters. They looked like koi. Like, obviously now thinking back, like, I could tell the slight different body shape, but it wasn't much difference. They looked very similar, but it was the whiskers on the front that was the dead giveaway. Oh, yeah, Nathan. No one's doing it apart from the fish stores. Let's just turn my whole fish room into a goldfish breeding room. Have you bred goldfish, Nathan? Oh, a koi illegal in South Australia as well. I didn't know that. Which state are they legal? I know one state on the eastern side is allowed goldfish. I mean, not goldfish, koi. See, you've had them breed by accident. Is it just a case of them like having eggs at the top in a plant or a net or a broom? What do you call it? A nesting? Is it net? Mop. A nesting mop. That's the one. If you want to see how to make a nesting mop, if you head over to Blake's Aquatics, he's got a nice video on a DIY nesting mop. New South Wales is okay. I find that so bizarre because the eastern states are so close together. Like, you could just drive and get them. I'm guessing that there is koi in all the states, and they're quite common as far as an illegal fish goes. You don't have to admit if you've got them in the chat, but just give me a wink. Oh, are they elite? You guys are conflicting your answers in the chat there. Ed Star, g'day. How are you? You would think, I really think that the whole of Australia should agree on their rules of what fish are allowed or not. I guess it's kind of like we're not allowed shrimp, but I think states over there are also similar, whereas Western Australia cracks down on shrimp more. But there hasn't been a shrimp heist for like a good 3 or 4 years. So they are around quite a lot. And then every few years there'll be like a heist and all of a sudden they'll disappear because like heaps of people have weak hands and they'll get rid of them because of somebody else getting caught. Yeah, see, $29 for a goldfish, that's a reasonable price. Yeah. I guess it's like all fish, but there's arowana in Western Australia and they're noxious here. There's what else is there? There's lots. There's stub-nosed turtles. I don't know if they're. I think they're actually an eastern states native. So yeah, so I'd be happy to pay $50 each for some goldfish. I have organised a price for my goldfish. I'm not sure if I'll share it or not, but I'll pick them up first and then maybe make a video about it. But it is cheap. Korean Pet Central does always look after me. Well, actually, no, sorry, it's not Korean Pet Central. The goldfish that I'm buying are actually Ryan's personal collection, so it's not actually a store sale. It's actually a private sale. Yeah, but so the other thing about that, like your limit is $200 on a goldfish, Nathan. If there was somebody, if it was like a breeder that had a good name and basically like the flower horns, you do a bit of research on the person and what they've sold in the past, and then you know that it's a good line of a goldfish. Like I wouldn't hesitate to pay $200 each if I could see like maybe even like a breeding project in the future. You know, I think with the thought of a future breed, I would spend up to $200 on a goldfish. But if it's a goldfish that I didn't have the thought to breed, I think like more like 120 to 150 might be my cap. But then also you get stuck with the thorn of if I'm buying them to breed, I need to buy more than one of the same type. So then are you paying $400 for two or $600 for three and hoping for a pair? This is turning into a steep decline in my wallet. All fish are allowed in Chev's fish room. Yeah, so that's a good price. $100 for two calico lion heads. Do you want to sell them? I'll buy them off you. I actually don't even know what goldfish I'm getting, guys. I can't remember what Ryan told me. He did tell me what they were, but I don't remember. John, you can keep salties. What's keep salties mean? Like salt. Have I missed something in the chat here? What's a salty? Are you talking about saltwater lionfish? Goldfish show bag. I guess Eel Hayes, it is kind of a goldfish show bag. Nah, that's not true. He's meant to be sending me photos. But turns out that running a fish shop is stressful and takes a lot of time of day. So me and Ryan always struggle to catch up with each other because we're just both so busy. And I don't know if it shows in the videos, but my life is super busy. I actually like look back and I'm like, how do I manage to do a video every day? Because like I don't even know where I find the time. You can keep saltwater crocs. Is that for real? That's crazy. But you can't keep electric yellows. Was it electric yellows? I can't remember off the top of my head. I know you can't have flower horns, but you can have a saltwater crocodile. I feel like that's the wrong way around. We're actually like so limited in what fish we can keep. Hey. Sometimes I wish I was in America just because of like what fish they have there, but that's literally the only reason I would want to live in America. I don't really want to be involved in riots and stuff. Yeah, Australia. I feel privileged to live here. I just think some of our restrictions are ridiculous. Especially like with our medical system as well. Like one of my friends needs some medicine, and he had to go black market to get the medicine, and the doctor actually told him what to get, and he went black market to get it. And he said he's never felt better to get it, and he can't buy it legally because it's banned in Australia for some reason. And his life's improving so much by taking it. There must be some huge side effect that Australian government's worried about or something. I don't know. Political stuff shits me. I definitely don't want to get into political stuff on the stream. I don't want to live in America for the crayfish. Haven't we got the best crayfish in the world here in I don't know about over east, but like WA crayfish. I've got like 10 crayfish in my freezer and they sell for like $100 each at the shop. I know that Western Australia has a huge export on crayfish worldwide. Purple and snow white crayfish. Oh, you're talking about crayfish as a display in a tank. I'm talking about crayfish as nom nom dinner. Ah, yeah, Nelson. I see what you mean. Like the time, money, and resource to approve a medication that there's a niche market to have the medication. I'm guessing that's what you mean by that. I guess I do understand that. But anyway, guys, I think I might wrap it up there. If you've got an idea for a subject for next week's stream, drop it in the comments. Yeah. Is the East Coast good for crayfish, or is it a West Australian thing? When it's season, my father-in-law goes out every day, and they usually get between like 10 and 20 a day, and it's just before Christmas, so our Christmases are always crayfish city. But I will say, I honestly think like a nice Tiger King prawn, if you had like the two meats, I think a Tiger King prawn actually tastes better, but it's just a lot more work. Whereas a crayfish, it's like you got all the meat in one tail instead of having to peel like 20 prawns to get the same amount of meat. I don't know. But anyway, what the hell has that got to do with fish? Well, it is fish, really, isn't it? But pet fish, not food fish. All right, I'm gonna wrap it up there, guys. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. I don't really know what's happening in tomorrow's video. I haven't recorded it yet. I've got 4 days off work, so you know the deal. When I'm off work, I pretty much have no structure and I fail at recording vlogs. So don't expect tomorrow's video to be up at any early stage of the day. I did see Chef comment saying that super happy during the week when I uploaded my videos earlier. It's around like 2 p.m. Western Standard Time, and I really want to get back into that cycle and uploading at that time. That's my desire. It doesn't always happen, especially if I go to site for work. I can't upload because I'm not uploading on the mobile network. So when I actually upload at 2 o'clock, I'm on the Wi-Fi at work. Just don't tell my boss. And yeah, it's not because of the data. I don't care about uploading at home. It's just that I want to get it uploaded at 2 p.m. because then you've got it at a reasonable hour on the eastern states. And I definitely notice the difference in the views if I do upload it at that earlier time. So keep the comments up saying you like the time of the uploads. But anyway, peace out, guys. That's not peace. That's thumbs up. That's peace. Oh, I almost gave you the FU.